Now is Congressman Mark Walker. He is a Republican congressman from North Carolina and Republican Study Committee chairman who met with the vice president last night. And I understand you are the largest conservative caucus in the House of Representatives with more than 150 members. You met with the vice president. What did you guys talk about?
Well, we talked about what the president's agenda is, as well as what we continue to hear back home, what the people's agenda is. This is very important that we follow through. The grade on the 115th Congress will determine, or will be revealed over the next 2 to 3 months, on how much we accomplish these 2 or 3 goals that we continue to speak on and lay out.
So did the conversation today, you know, when you hear Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer come out and talk about how they feel like they've made a deal on DACA, did that fly in the face of the conversations you feel like you had last night?
Well, if it was Nancy Pelosi's version, then yes, it would fly in the face. But we are continuing to follow the president's lead. Right now, we've been asked to handle tax reform. We've been asked to make sure that people who are suffering under Obamacare have some relief. But this third wheel, if you will, the third leg of the stool that's becoming more and more clear these days, is border security with some kind of long-term DACA fix.
The president is that acceptable to you? Is that acceptable to you?
Well, the president did exactly what he was supposed to do. This was an unlawful, unconstitutional act by the former President Obama. He's asked us to fix it. We look forward to partnering with him and doing just that.
So does fixing it mean that you would find a way to allow those people to stay or do something related to DACA that is compassionate in terms of people who have been in this country for a long time, and would also secure some sort of border security, whether it's a wall or something that is very wall-like?
Melissa, there is some trending that direction, but I will tell you where the rub may come down is whether citizenship is offered or whether it's legalization. That's going to be a very tough sticking point, but we do want to work something out to make sure that we are securing our borders and protecting our citizens for the future.
Let me ask you on the tax front, how the chatter and the conversation has kind of changed. As he said today, he's focused on tax cuts for the middle class, bringing jobs back. It sounds like it's lowering the corporate tax rate. Maybe there's something about repatriating dollars and tying that repatriation to some sort of investment, private investment in infrastructure. That whole package, does that sound palatable to you?
I think it does, and I think your information is spot on. About 40 or 50 of us met with Kevin Brady, chairman of the Ways and Means Committee, yesterday afternoon. And this tax reform, it's starting to take picture here, come into full view. But I don't know that I disagree with the president when he was talking about today earlier that the primary focus is on the middle class and not those above it.
Yeah, and it's starting to sound like it makes a lot of sense. It's very logical. It might make mathematical sense. It might create jobs. It might have people on both sides of the aisle participating and agreeing. I mean, it just blows your mind to think that something like this could actually happen. Are we getting too excited, Congressman? Well,
before we start singing Kumbaya together, let's make sure we remember, listen, the president is doing a great job of bringing people together. That's what leaders do. However, with Nancy Pelosi and Mr. Schumer, these are political professionals. They're not amateurs who major in pushing progressive policy. So we want to make sure we're thinking about that as we move forward.
Yeah, we do. But did you hear that first part of the sentence where you said the president is doing a great job of bringing people from all sides together? I mean, this is not something that anyone was saying for months, and now all of a sudden we're going in the right direction.
Well, we hope some of my Democrat friends who are telling me that privately will also acknowledge that publicly as well.
Okay, we'll see. Seems good. Sir, thank you. Appreciate your time.
Of course.